If you can't put your values into your vote, then democracy is lost at sea. We have no moral compass.
Third-party candidates are easy scapegoats in an era of close elections, but their impact is a subject of controversy. Fringe candidates claim they offer an alternative to the two dominant parties. Critics say third parties skew elections and hurt viable candidates.
I am seriously thinking of running for president. I will run as a centrist independent outside of the two-party system.
Former Starbucks CEO Howard Schultz drew mixed reaction when he said he may run for president as an independent.
And I have a concern that if he did run, that essentially it would provide Donald Trump with his best hope of getting reelected.
No modern third-party presidential candidate has come close to winning, but they still campaign. Ross Perot ran for president in 1992 as an independent.
I was not put on the ballot by either of the two parties. I was not put on the ballot by any PAC money, by any foreign lobbyist money, by any special interest money. This is a movement that came from the people.
He won nearly a fifth of the popular vote. Republicans blame Perot for President George H.W. Bush's loss to Bill Clinton, but others say Perot drew votes away from both parties. Ralph Nader won less than 3% of the popular vote in the 2000 presidential race, but the liberal Green Party candidate received over 97,000 votes in Florida, the state that decided the outcome of the election. Republican George W. Bush won Florida with only 537 more votes than Democrat Al Gore. Critics say Gore would have become president if Nader hadn't run. Nader disputes this.
As long as we admit that we all have an equal right to run for election, we should not engage in this political bigotry.
Gary Johnson received 3% of the popular vote in the 2016 presidential election as a Libertarian candidate. Johnson's vote counts in a few states were larger than Hillary Clinton's margin of loss to Donald Trump. But Johnson was a Libertarian centrist candidate and likely drew voters from both sides of the political spectrum. Johnson supporters may have also skipped the polls rather than vote for an alternative. The political structure of the United States promotes a two-party system and inherently discourages third parties. The U.S. has a winner-take-all system. Each district gets only one legislative seat, so all a party needs to win is more votes than the other side. The result is two dominant parties. Many third-party candidates also lack the name recognition and money that leading party candidates often have. Presidential debates are another major hurdle for third-party candidates. They need to get at least 15% in national polls to be included in these high-profile events. Ross Perot was the last third-party candidate to make it to the presidential debate stage, and that was in 1992.
If you want me to be your president, we're going to face our problems, we'll deal with the problems, we'll solve our problems. We'll pay down our debt, we'll pass on the American dream to our children, and I will not leave our children a situation that they have today.